Welcome to HouseLux Estate, your trusted source for all things real estate and finance related. We're here today to tackle a topic that many find daunting, yet it's absolutely critical to your financial health: improving your credit score in just 6 months. Now you might be wondering, why is a good credit score so important? Well, friends, it's more than just a number. It's a financial passport, a key that unlocks doors to opportunities like securing a mortgage for your dream home or getting a loan to start your own business. A stellar credit score can also help you negotiate for lower interest rates, saving you a significant amount of money in the long run. It's a game changer, and with the right tips and tricks, it's entirely possible to boost your score in half a year. So if you're ready to boost your credit score, let's dive right in. Opening. First, it's crucial to understand what a credit score is and how it's calculated. A credit score is a numerical expression that represents your credit worthiness. It's like a grade you get for how well you manage your credit. It's calculated based on several key components, and each of these components carries a different weight in the overall score. The first component is your payment history, which accounts for about 35% of your total score. This is a record of whether you've paid your credit accounts on time. Late payments, defaults, and bankruptcies have a negative impact. Next is the amounts owed, making up about 30%. This considers how much you owe on all your accounts and how much of your available credit you're using. The closer you are to maxing out your credit, the lower your score will be. The third component is the length of your credit history, accounting for approximately 15%. This measures how long you've been borrowing. If you've been managing credit for a long time, lenders see you as less risky. The fourth factor is new credit, making up around 10%. This considers how many new accounts you have, how many new accounts you've applied for recently, and when you last opened a new account. Opening several credit accounts in a short period can signal risk to lenders. Finally, the types of credit used contribute to about 10% of your score. This reflects the mix of credit cards, retail accounts, installment loans, mortgage loans, and finance company accounts you have. A diverse credit portfolio can improve your score. Each of these 5 components contributes to your credit score. Understanding them can help you see why your score is what it is and what you can do to improve it. Closing. Now that we know what makes up a credit score, we can discuss how to improve it. Improving your credit score is not an overnight task, but with consistent efforts, it can be done. Let's dive into some practical tips on how you can start improving your credit score today. First and foremost, pay your bills on time. This might sound like a no-brainer, but it's worth emphasizing. Late or missed payments can have a significant impact on your credit score. It's not just about your credit card bills. Any form of debt like student loans, car loans, or even your utility bills can affect your credit score. So make it a habit to pay all your bills on time. Set up automatic payments if needed to ensure you don't miss any due dates. Secondly, reduce the amount of debt you owe. This is easier said than done, but it's a crucial step in improving your credit score. Start by making a list of all your debts and prioritize paying off those with the highest interest rates first. It may be a long journey, but every step you take towards reducing your debt is a step towards a better credit score. Now let's talk about credit cards. It's a common misconception that closing old credit cards can improve your credit score. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Closing old credit cards, especially those with a long history, can negatively impact your credit score. This is because the length of your credit history contributes to your overall score. So instead of closing old accounts, try to keep them open and maintain a low balance. In the same vein, refrain from applying for new credit frequently. Each time you apply for new credit, a hard inquiry is made on your credit report, which can lower your score. While 1 or 2 inquiries might not have a significant impact, multiple inquiries within a short period can add up and harm your score. Therefore, only apply for new credit when absolutely necessary. In addition to these tips, it's essential to regularly monitor your credit report. This allows you to spot any errors that could be hurting your score and dispute them promptly. Remember, even a small error on your report can have a significant impact on your score. So don't forget to check your report at least once a year. Finally, remember that building a good credit score is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires time, patience, and consistent good habits. It's not about quick fixes or shortcuts, but about making responsible financial decisions consistently over time. Remember, the key to improving your credit score is patience and consistency. So Keep these tips in mind and start working towards a better financial future today. While working on your credit score, it's also important to avoid some common mistakes. Let's delve into a few of these missteps that can unknowingly sabotage your credit score progress. First up, missing payments. It might seem like a small thing, but even one missed payment can have a significant impact on your credit score. Think of your credit history as a report card. Every missed payment is like a failing grade, and it takes time and effort to bring your average back up. So make it a priority to pay your bills on time every time. Next, we have high balances. It's not just about paying your bills on time. It's also about how much you owe. Credit utilization, which is the percentage of your available credit that you're using, plays a big role in your credit score. If you're constantly maxing out your credit cards, it sends a signal to lenders that you might be a high-risk borrower. Try to keep your balances low and aim to use only around 30% of your available credit. Finally, applying for new credit too often can also be a pitfall. Each time you apply for credit, a hard inquiry is made on your credit report, which can cause a small, temporary dip in your score. If you're frequently applying for new credit, these dips can add up. While it's not bad to open new accounts when necessary, try not to do it too often. Be strategic about when and where you apply for credit. Now, these mistakes might seem basic, but they are quite common and can hinder your progress significantly. Remember, improving your credit score is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires consistent effort, discipline, and patience. By avoiding these mistakes, you're already on your way to a better credit score. So, keep going, keep learning, and before you know it, you'll be looking at a credit score you can be proud of. Improving your credit score requires a well-thought-out plan. It's like setting off on a journey. Without a map or a clear route, you might get lost along the way. That's why creating a plan to improve your credit score is so critical. It provides you with a roadmap, guiding you towards your goal and helping you avoid detours and dead ends. Imagine your credit score as a mountain. Your plan is like a trail that leads you to the top. It outlines the steps you need to take, the obstacles to avoid, and the milestones to reach. It's about setting realistic goals, like paying off a certain amount of debt each month or not using more than a specific percentage of your credit limit. Remember, consistency is key. Stick to your plan even when it feels challenging. This journey might be steep, but every step you take brings you closer to the peak. With a solid plan in place, improving your credit score becomes a more manageable task. Boosting your credit score in 6 months is achievable with the right strategies and a bit of patience. We've explored this journey together, breaking down the concept of credit score, sharing tips on how to improve it, avoiding common pitfalls, and creating a well-structured plan. Remember, a healthy credit score is your ticket to financial freedom, opening doors to better interest rates, loans, and even job opportunities. The journey to improving your credit score is all about discipline, patience, and keeping an eye on your spending habits. It may seem daunting at first, but with consistent effort, you'll see your credit score climb higher and higher. Your financial health is a vital part of your overall well-being, so take these steps seriously, implement them, and watch your financial future brighten. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to HouseLux Estate for more tips and advice on real estate and finance. See you in the next video.